Today I'm going to talk a little bit about boot care because boot care is so important for your boots. So if you think about it, leather used to be skin, right? And just like our skin, it's got to be kind of lotioned up. You use lotion for your hands when your hands get dry, especially during the winter. So boot care is so important, right? Well, leather dries out. This is a pair of my boots that are very worn, very dry, and definitely needing some care. I've got black marks, I've got stirrup marks from riding, and they're just dry, beat up. But one of the questions we get asked is, how often should I be conditioning my boots? Well, you should be conditioning your boots kind of like you would lotion your hands. But if you can't tell, there's a very easy test. You just take your finger, lick it, might be a little gross, but you lick it, and you touch your boot. Let it sit, wipe it off. If you can still see that mark, like you can on my boot, it needs to be conditioned because that leather is trying to absorb that. It's too dry, right? These boots are very well loved. So I've got a couple products today that I'm going to show you that will kind of help with that. So one of the products that I'm going to use is the Bic 1 leather cleaner. I'm going to take that. I'm just going to take a rag, regular rag here. I'm going to put some on that rag. And the Bic 1 leather cleaner is a very aggressive cleaner. So it's going to come in. I'm going to take my boot and I'm going to rub it on there. Just really clean up my boots. Now, that black stain has been on there for quite some time, so it might not get it all the way perfect off of there. But it's going to do a really good job of cleaning up my boot. Now, after you use the Bic 1 leather cleaner, you get your whole boot cleaned. You're gonna have to let it sit until it completely dries. But then you have to use the Bic 4 leather conditioner, because the Bic 1 is going to dry out your leather even more. So after you clean it, use a conditioner. Now, you're not always gonna have to use the leather cleaner, but to get real tough stains like that black mark out, some stirrup marks, I would suggest using the Bic 1 leather cleaner. But like I said, after you use the leather cleaner, go in with a conditioner, because this is going to go back in and rehydrate that boot. But you're going to let this boot sit for 24 hours after you clean it. Let it sit for 24 hours, completely dry, then go in with your conditioner. Again, I would let it sit for another 24 hours, and then your boots will look good as new. So, leather cleaner and conditioner, super important. It is going to help prolong the life of your boots, because those boots are looking pretty dry, kind of cracked, a little bit nasty, but if you condition them and clean them fairly regularly, it's definitely going to help with that.